guys, it's Funny Gamer here, and today I'm back with another video in the Wild West. And in this video, I'm talking about the new devblog that the developers recently posted on the Wild West Discord. So yeah, anyways, let's get right into it. But before we start, I'd just like to ask you to subscribe, and if you could, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, so let's get started. And the first thing they talk about is building. So they're still working on building, and they say that they won't be able to get it out this update. And what they're working on mostly now is technical issues. So there's just a few things that aren't working for it, and they're hoping to have it out next update. And they also have a photo of what building's kind of gonna look like. And you can see we have what looks like kind of a cliffside house maybe, and it's near a fort. And yeah, this build looks really cool, and it's crazy because it's all player built, so you'd be able to build something like this. So I'm really looking forward to the building update, but they're still having some problems with it, so unfortunately it won't be in the next update. Next, they are adding new weapons. They are adding 9 new guns, and as you can see in this photo, they've already released the image of 2. And I have a video kind of going over that, and the other ones look really cool. And the coolest thing about these is each of them are going to have their little quirk, or its own quirk that will make it different from the rest. So it'll be able to do a special thing, and I think that's going to be really cool. I'll probably have a video kind of talking a little more about these and going into what those quirks could be. And another thing about these is that they are only going to be you're only able to get them at certain times, which is next is the new shop. So these weapons will be sold in a new shop, and it says a mysterious new businessman has opened shop in Howling Peak. Expect him to sell rare and bizarre items and weapons. So yeah, that's probably where the new guns are going to be sold. And so the shopkeeper's items are limited though, and may not always be for sale. So there may only be a few. So if you're in a big server and everyone wants a certain weapon, there may only be a few in the shop at one time. And the items kind of cycle through. So 1 minute, one item could be available and the next another. So I think that's going to be really cool. And I also like how the shop's going to be in Howling Peak, makes it a little more livelier, which goes with the next thing, which is town changes. So Howling Peak and Dorado have both received updates and should be a little livelier now. So yeah, in the new update, they're getting some more things, and you can see a picture of a post office in Dorado. And yeah, that looks really cool, and I'm really happy that they're making them more lively. And it'll probably bring a little more people, because right now they both feel just like ghost towns, because no one's ever there and everyone's always in Bronze City. So if they make them a little more useful and a little more nice, then more people will probably go to them. So I'm really happy about that. Next, they talk about quality of life improvements, and they've made a bunch of changes to the game that will just kind of improve quality of life. So just tiny things that will make it a little easier. And they have a new emote menu that they talk about, and they're going to probably add more emotes coming soon, so that's pretty cool for role-playing. And a new item rarity indicator. So you can see here they have a picture of an inventory, and you can see that there's a lot of different colors of items, starting down low, which might be like common or no rarity, and then the next one, which would be common or uncommon, and then blue, which would be rare, and pink, which might be epic, and then the yellow, which is legendary. So I think that's really cool, and it'll be nice to have more item rarities so you kind of know if an item's rare or not. And the final thing they talk about for the devblog is that they say that they're keeping it a secret for now, but it will be added next update. So we get a picture here, and there's not much you can get off of it, but you can see in the right there by the torches there's some jail cells. There's also some barrels and a few things, so this might be a jail. and it looks like it's in Dorado or maybe in an underground place, because there's a place underground that kind of looks like this. But yeah, we don't have much information about this. It might also be a secret or a new mission relating to the Wild West's lore, but that looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's all they have for the Devblog, but there's still more to talk about because they've added a ton of new sneak peeks. So yeah, over the last few weeks, they've been adding a lot of sneak peeks, and the first being a new bomb arrow. So this arrow, or a TNT arrow, I guess. So you can see there's kind of a stick of dynamite attached to an arrow, and I guess you could shoot this from a bow and it would blow someone up. So this looks really cool. We also get a little more information about in a later sneak peek. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this item, and you'll probably have to buy them, kind of like TNT or dynamite. We also get another view of this shop, and you can see there's kind of glass crates in the background, or displays, and that's where you'll probably be able to get the weapons. So this shop looks amazing in my opinion. It's very unique, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. It looks like nothing I've ever seen in the Wild West, and it is super cool. Next we get a bit of a weird one, which is, it kind of looks like a view from a sewer or underground area. It might be connected to the secret that they were talking about. And over here you can see there's a cactus outside with a bit of green, so definitely is by Dorado or in the desert. So yeah, not much known about that, but I'm interested to see where it is. Next we get a picture of what I think is the postal office in Dorado, and yeah, so it looks pretty cool. Maybe it'll have some use, or maybe it's just there. And next we get a picture of the new emotes menu. It looks really cool, and it definitely goes with the theme of the Wild West. And yeah, so it looks really nice. Next we have a picture of the updated bar in Howling Peak. So you can kind of see that there is a fireplace and a bit of fan art in the background, which looks really cool. A few tables and chairs and stuff. And you can tell it's a bar from the green in the background, which is the place where you can hire to be a barkeep. And next we get what looks like a sheriff's office in Dorado. So this looks pretty cool. It looks like there's some jail cells and a desk. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of these new things. Next we get a bit of an upgraded UI for the weapons. You get a bit more information about the damage fall off and how damage goes down over time, or over how far you are. And next, a video that shows some new crosshairs. So yeah, there will be new crosshairs based on the accuracy of your weapon, and a new crosshair for shotguns, which kind of looks like a square. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. And next we have a little more information about the bomb arrows. We have a video of Tyridge, one of the developers, shooting a bomb arrow, and you can see it does a ton of damage. The other person is dead immediately. So yeah, these arrows are going to do a lot of damage. And next we have, they're adding a damage indicator, which is going to be pretty cool and a bit and useful if you're far away and you want to know how much damage you did to someone. And finally, they talk about adding new instruments. So they're adding quite a few new instruments, like the piano. So that'll be really cool, and maybe they'll have them in the new shop that's coming out. That would be cool, where you can get them at certain times. But yeah, so that's it for all of the sneak peeks. And yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching this video. If you could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And see you guys all later. Bye!